Hello, hello! We're back with the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Phew! Made it out on the train. 15 minutes. Oh. Oh no. I hit new game. Quit. Continue. Alright, hello, hello! We are back on the case of the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. We're gonna continue our go-around. I think we finished talking to Knuckles. Yeah, I think we finished talking to Knuckles. I think we're ready to go to the next car. Ready to mosey on down to the next car? You got it, partner. Onwards. Oh, cute. A library car. Oh, this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump whatever I don't need. Everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful. Already? Before you go, SBO and I wanted to give you your presents. My presents? You're both too sweet. Thank you. Victor, it seems we have more guests. Amy, there you are. You want to join us in finding some clues? Flattered, but at the pace you two are going, Sonic's murderer will never get found. Oh, she's confident. She must have something up her sleeves. This trip is just too juicy to ignore. I'll see you all around. Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you, and quick. But how are you gonna leave? The door to the next car is locked. Oh, you doubt the birthday girl? The birthday girl has a master key. Right. The birthday girl gets the birthday key. Of course, it's a birthday privilege. I'll solve this case before anyone else. Bye! Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough. Now what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say. I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I'm, here to ask if anyone's hungry. Starved! I'd kill for a chicken parmesan right now. Maybe kill isn't the right language to use right now. I'm Vector, the butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat. And I'm SBO, the poet. Ah, poetry! A resonant message from the poet to reader meant to challenge our delicate perceptions with the most rhythmic of prose. Can I hear some? Sure. Teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La 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 la, dee 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 dee. What was that? I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring. I'm satisfied for now, thanks. At least he's rhyming, I suppose. Newbie and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Sorry, I thought that was Vector for a second. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car? Oh, sure. It's simple. We just explained this to Amy, actually. Oh, look, the whole car is all light up. Interesting. Okay. When we were all sent off, Rogue, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through this library card. Where did we start? We started here, okay. And then we went here, So you're saying Rogue, Blaze, yeah, okay. Where Amy told me and SBO to stay. I promptly picked a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car. Yep. Where was Rogue? What happened to her? Her lipstick stain on the... We happened to see her lipstick stain on the cup at the saloon car. Again, I pick the games where I read, and I don't know how to read, so I apologize. Rogue came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search the saloon car. She came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way!" at the brochure stand over there. Which one's her? In these pictures? Is it this one? Well, then which one's Amy? Interesting. But she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door. Wonder what she found. She's obviously been on the hunt for something. After Rogue left, Shadow walked through the casino car, then entered the library car and locked the door behind him. More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors? Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us up at the Super Monkey Ball. He insisted, or you asked him to? So, I got so engrossed by the rolling monkey action, I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car again, locking the door behind him, then returned to the lounge car where he was meant to be stationed. Even when Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car. That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it all right. We sat trapped here until Amy arrived asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened. With all these locked doors, it seems Vector or Espio couldn't have left the library card or the saloon car. Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just going to peek around, and we'll return with any questions. If you return with any meat, I'll chop it up for you. And if you happen to want to be serenaded by a poem, I got that covered too. Thanks, guys. Their alibi seems solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves that what they're saying is true. We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post and determine if SVO was actually in the library card reading. A tall task, but we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely. Hello. You're in here too. Oh, poor thing. That arm is really struggling cleaning up this car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either. Let's just leave it alone and to do its thing. Yeah, probably for the best. Books. So many books on the ground. I wish we had time to pick them all up. I sadly have no interest in picking up these books. Are you serious? You're a horrible human being. There's a mess. Clearly they didn't do it on purpose, so you should help them. A lot of these were knocked out by the train speeding up, but Rogue pulled out some of these too, searching for something. What reckless behavior! I feel sorry for the poor books. These spines are creasing. They're opening too far. This kid feels empathy for everything. Well, you know... This guy's knocked over. Look at him, he's cute. I kind of just, you should help people. If things are not where they should be, you should put them where they should be. Just because it's the right thing to do. Oh, brochures! There are travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants, and... Oh! Newbie, look at this. There's a couple maps here. This seems to be a map of the library card. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. I love a good overhead map. Let's take it. What? Library map has been added to your inventory. Should we take this brochure about the cave too? Look, here's stalactites. Nah, leave it. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves. A chow hangs precautiously from a tree branch. The large text below reads, "Hang in there." Wow, I really needed to see this. Huh? This little chow hanging there, refusing to use his wings to fly to safety, because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. It's beautiful. If this chow can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too. There's no way there was that much thought put into this poster, right? I don't really want to talk to you. Oh, a table? Ah, let's take a pause and sit for a second. These chairs are very comfy, so plush. Puts me right in the mood to read. Makes me want to take a nap, personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes a bit. Nobie, no! Don't fall asleep. There's been a murder, remember? If I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time. Excuse me? We're gonna look at this trash can. Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there. I hate to say it, but there's nothing here. I really thought there'd be something there. Newbie, are you sad there was nothing in the trash bin? No, I'm alright. I'm sure there's something hidden in the next trash bin we find. You really think so? Yeah, we just gotta stay optimistic. Yeah, okay. These trash bins hide a secret, I'm sure of it. Newbie, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that. Was that supposed to be a compliment? A globe of our marvelous planet. I haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd like to visit some of the some other countries. They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people in shops. The food can't be beat either. Sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia, if you've ever been there. I have, actually. If you're ever visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. He'll tell you everything about the area and makes one scrumptious sandwich. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. This group knows everyone and has been everywhere, haven't they? What's this bright red book? Oh, yuck. This reeks of the evil scientist, Dr. Eggman. Yep, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book. What a combination. What kind of recipes? Who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's weird this is even here. Maybe people just appreciate an omelet. You may not be wrong. Oh. Book of the month. Let's do that one. Whoop. Whoa, I wish I could stop and look at all these books, but Sonic needs me. No time to rest. All right, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. He's scavenging through all the book titles excitedly. He's like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a train library. That's odd. I know some books have fallen out on the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order, but this one. The Mirage Express Manual. It's the user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on. Do you think somebody found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make a note of this. Okay. I feel like I've clicked on everything other than the door. Okay, so let's talk to these guys. Fancy a poem? I don't, but give me one about trains. Locomotive in motion. I think I lost my lotion. The window shows the ocean. Oh wait, there's my lotion. Thanks. I actually really liked that one. Huh? Can I take your order? I have a poem about this. My starved stomach babbled, though I ignored the grumbling tummy. For the eggs I received are scrambled when I asked for my eggs sunny. Okay, actually that one's pretty good. Oh, wow. We don't serve any eggs on the train, though. My talent is wasted on you. Okay, but I do want to interrogate you. No, I want to interrogate you. I don't think we have enough evidence yet. Why don't we look around a little bit more first? What? But I looked at everything. Didn't I? I looked at everything. Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car. When Shadow left the library car, he locked this door on his way out. There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of this? Yeah, I do believe we should. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate these guys. Okay. No, I want to start my interrogation. Thank you. So, the two of you don't believe us. Oh, sorry, that's Vector. So, the two of you don't believe us, eh? It's not that we don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Newbie and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was reading in the library card. Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library card to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if need. Oh, that's easy. I got bored. What? I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector just enjoys being social. Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remember the arcade machine in the saloon car, so I figured I'd go check that out. This seems to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles. Then that brings our attention to you, Espio. Rogue entered the library card, found something, and then left. You said you immediately started reading. But were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library card? Of course he was! Huh? Once Espio starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen. It must have been a good read. What was the book? Espio doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing? What kind of things do you think I read? If you two won't talk, I have a hunch on what that book might be. Newbie, could you help me out? Alright, Newbie. What book do we think Espio may have been reading? The only book that is in my inventory. This one. A manual? You think Espio is reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this? And now I have to do this game that I'm really oh, I'm here. It's okay. I'm here. Every now and then my thing decides that I'm not reading. I'll accept the manual. And he's like, ugh. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally... Now, I won't have you insulting my pal like this. Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself. Apologies, Espio. A butcher and a poet? Friendship can come from anywhere. That is indeed the book. Trains are cool. Honestly, facts. Straight bars, Espio. That should be in your poem. In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Newbie, if you don't mind. Could you ask Espio some questions about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask away. Oh, I see. Quiz Espio about the manual to prove he read it. Which page should I quiz him on? 362. Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards. I remember the conductor saying the train can clean itself, though I have a feeling the train company just didn't want to hire any janitors. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought onto the train, ensuring passenger safety. Seems like Espio aced that question. Newbie, hit him with another one. Oh, okay, which page should I choose? The middle one. What is the Mirage Express cancellation policy? No refunds, and you'll be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you are over the age of 65. Gee, the person who made this rule must not have been over the age of 65. Last one, Newbie. Let's see if Espio can get 3 for 3. Gotcha. Which page should I pick? 402, not found? Page not found? What was implemented to support the conductor duties and ease general train obligations? An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for guests. I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can't access its full suite of capabilities without the conductor's present. Now, did I pass your little test? No. Yeah, you did. Totally! It's wild you were able to retain all this information so quickly. A poet's brain is often surprising. I don't know if I'd be bragging about that. You clearly read the manual. These answers feel far too specific to be guesses. And you both have the nerve to question my buddy like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read? I agree. We should be supporting folks who read, because clearly I can't. You have to admit, though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if it is true. But he did answer all my questions so calmly. That's very impressive. No, I understand. Everyone's cautious. I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was just the one to see me reading, after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate despite being the truth. Huh? Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we could... Espio, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading? Yes, that's correct. Problem? Frankly, I don't believe that could be true. And we have evidence to back it up. Newbie? He always puts me on the spot. Okay, Newbie, think. We should have a piece of evidence linked to someone who also saw Espio reading, but what? This? Shadow's lock? Please, pray tell what this has to do with anything. We're up, Newbie. Let's get our argument together by playing an arcade game. Up. Ah. Boink. Ah. Oh no! Oh, frick. We almost had it. We did it! Oh my god. Genuinely so excited to have actually done the game. I don't like that game. Shadow walked to the library card to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine. Yeah, but I ended up beating that. It wasn't the high score for long. Crocs are natural gamers. Can you play the game for me instead then? Because, I'm terrible. Espio said he saw Shadow enter the library card, but he mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentioned that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, Espio was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. Huh? We know Shadow had to walk back through the library card when he left the saloon car, so there's absolutely no way Shadow and Espio didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip. It was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book that I didn't notice Shadow. You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up? Well, you see, I can sense Espio's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So, if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at what moment were you really in the library car at all? But how would Espio leave? Shadow locked the doors and no one saw Espio in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear newbie. One that I would love for Espio to solve. You gotta believe me. That cool demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved in my book I didn't notice Shadow pass back through the library card. Honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention. Yeah, I think I remember doing that. I must avenge my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, Espio. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library card? I wasn't. I didn't. Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Was Espio simply sitting reading, or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return in the library card? What should I do? I'm gonna join Tails. But I also have been in a situation where I was reading and I didn't notice the world around me. But Tails is smart, so... No, I can't interrupt Tails while he's onto something. I'll let him continue this line of questioning and... Newbie. No, sorry, what was his name? Newbie. My favorite and beloved employee. Please, protect the passengers aboard this train. They must be taken care of. If you fail, the lawsuit will be torturous. Don't allow such an old, feeble soul to get sued. I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails! Huh? We have a piece of evidence that can answer all of our problems. All right, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another? This one? All right, now I'll get my thoughts in order. Is it because he's sitting somewhere special? I'm not gonna risk it, okay? I'm not gonna risk it. I'm terrible at this game. I just want to get the things. Boink. Ah! No! Oh no! I felt so close. Let me give it another go. Is this like my brain? Is this just like I'm thinking in my brain? This is what my thinking looks like? Okay. We're okay. Everything's fine. Oh, I almost did it again. Whew, okay. Nailed it. The library map. Oh, I see. See the exits? They're right across from one another. It's a straight path. If Shadow walked down this straight path, there's a way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen one another. Looks like you have to point out where exactly on the map you mean. Where could Espio have been for Shadow to not see him? Here, I guess? Interesting. That's where I was sitting reading my book. I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, Espio was in the same spot. That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another from this spot because a bookcase is in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio or vice versa. It makes a lot of sense why you would never mention Shadow's return, Espio. There's just no way you could have seen him. But then how did you see him enter the first time? Whatever. I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now. Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no future points. Thank you both for answering all of our questions. We did it! Another pair of alibis validated. I mean, it's gonna end up being Rogue, right? She's the most suspicious one. Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end. Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy. Likewise, I could use another breather. Sadly, Our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rogue, and especially Shadow. Oh? It seems the door to the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier. Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Victor and Espio. Give 'em heck. And if you need any meat chopped up, say the word. What? I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both. A murderer is on the loose. While doors keep getting locked, tick, tick, tock goes the clock. While our heroes are in the caboose. What? At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this. Come on, newbie. Let's see what's next. Coming! And with that, we can look at the next car. You sure you don't want to look at the great books a little longer? You know what? Just one more look around, because I don't want to have to start, end in a weird spot. So with that, we're going to go ahead and call this an episode. I'm enjoying playing the fun little cringy Sonic game. I hope you're enjoying watching the fun little cringy Sonic game. You can play it for free on Steam. The link is in the description if you'd like to. But as for me, I'm going to go ahead and say bye-bye. I love you. Bye-bye.